What's up, everybody? We are here with two of my favorite bikes ever. We've got the London 2012 Olympic bike, and we've got the Rio 2016 Olympic bike. And today we're going to take a look at these bikes and see what kind of stuff is different and see what changed in the 4 years from London through Rio. So we'll start up at the front of the bike and then we'll go work our way back. So first thing I'm noticing here is I changed the grips. I used to have the ODI Ruffians. Now I ride the ODI Vans grips. Changed those in 2015. Vans grip's a bit thicker, and I just started liking a thicker grip a bit more. Another thing I'm noticing is that for some reason I thought it was a good idea to put gold lock rings on beforehand, whereas on this bike you will notice there's absolutely no gold, and I did that on purpose. It's like you have to earn the gold. You can't just put it on first. I think that's like bad luck. Another thing, the number plate changed from a THE plate in London to box plate in Rio. And then moving on down, the front hubs are completely different. So here we've got a through axle, 20mm through axle, whereas here we've got the 8mm dropout standard. So yeah, just a complete different technology of the front hub. Both still stealth hubs, but the fork is the biggest change here. Another one of the biggest changes is the new Tioga Faster Squared came out. So there's the tread pattern on this is a bit slicker and completely different from the power block over here that we rode in London. Same size, 1.75, but a completely different tire tread. Same brakes, Shimano DXR, those didn't change, best brakes in the game. One thing that did change is the spacings on my stem. Used to have two underneath, and now over here I've got two underneath, none on top, and over here I've got one underneath and one on top. So lowered the front end a little bit, about that much, but as us riders know, that can make a big difference. Something that didn't change is the Olympics has this bright idea where they think you need this super cool side plate that just does not fit on the bike whatsoever. We've got one in London and another one here in Rio. Yeah, I don't know why they make us use these. For some reason, they really think that that's going to help people identify us, but if anyone can see that as we're riding by, we're not going fast enough. Chase frame is the same. Graphics are different, obviously. We went with the blue one for London. And then we went with the red, white, blue one for Rio. You can't see it on here, but this one this one's a 3.0, and this chase was the RSP 1.0. So that's going to be a lot different. This is the first generation of a chase frame. I mean, when we rode London, Chase was only 2 years old. This is the third generation frame from Chase bicycles here. So a bit more advanced. And one of the things that changed was the aerodynamic seat post. The whole shape of the seat tube is completely different here. It's a spade, so it builds for aerodynamics, whereas here is just the standard round shape. One thing that changed, and I like this change a lot, I think this one's for the good. Our seats got a lot better. This is our seat from London. Both 11 seats, same exact pivotal seat, but this one's light, more efficient, whereas this one over here, the white one, is just puffy and big, and you're more comfortable, but you don't really use your seat much in BMX if you do it right, so don't really need it. I think this one looks a lot cleaner. Same cranks, Shimano DXR cranks, those didn't change at all. Best cranks out there. Run those pretty much my whole career. One thing that did change was the gear that I was on. This was a different gear ratio to what I was running in London. I ran a little bit bigger in London. Same chain, both same brake system, Shimano DXR, and I run the same size tire front and back. Some people like to run two different size tires. I've always run the same size front and back. Makes my bike feel balanced. Then moving on down, same rear hub, stealth, nice and quiet. These tires haven't been pumped up in 4 years, so might need to pump those up someday. Chain tensioners, Kingstar back in 2012, whereas we went to an Insight chain tensioner in 2016. Same technology, just different brand. All part of the BRG umbrella. XS rims, same brand here, just different colors. And then, yeah, I mean, that's about it. So a few small differences. Grips, stem, gears, different, tires were different, but for the most part, it was the same thing. So one thing that wasn't, excuse me, I'll start that again. Cut. One thing that was different between London and Rio, I crashed in London, whereas in Rio I didn't crash. So on London bike, there's some evidence you can see here, you know, from when I crashed. Is on the Rio bike though, there isn't any evidence of a crash, but there was this crazy thing that happened in the third semi when I collided with another rider. It actually bent my chain tensioner, completely bent it. I didn't actually even know it was bent, but it held together for the main. But I thought I'd leave it on there because I think it looks pretty cool. It just goes to show, you know, you put a bike together with right equipment, right stuff, and if one part of it breaks, then, you know, the rest of it will hold together. So it ended up working out pretty well. So for the 4 years after London, this is where my London bike was. But now that we've done Rio, and obviously it went better, this is where my Rio bike hangs out, and London has been relegated down back into the garage. Some other differences are, this is what you get if you go to the Olympics and you don't get a medal. This is a participation certificate that basically says, good job, you made the Olympics, bad luck, you didn't get a medal. So this one's from London, and we all know how Rio ended. We got one of these. So I would much prefer these over the participation certificates. So yeah, and the last fun fact is Bryce Betts actually designed that bike. So it's pretty cool to have a friend of mine design the bike that I went and raced on. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you later.